What's going on, everybody? Today, we're going to be diving into 16 military surplus canteens from all over the world. We got everything from Cold War classics to World War I relics to modern Middle Eastern field gear. We're going to be going through each one, talking about its history, design, field performance, collector value, and I'll explain exactly why and where each one ranks on this list. So we're going to be starting from the bottom and working our way up to the top. So let's get right into it. Starting with the lowest ranked item on this list, we have the Serbian Canteen. This is a basic plastic canteen used throughout the Balkans during the Cold War and beyond. It's built tough, does what it's supposed to, but it doesn't offer much in the way of unique features or historical context. It finishes our list in last, but again, it's not a bad canteen, just not a standout comparatively to all the others. So why it ranks number 16? It's functional and dependable, but it's the least distinctive canteen on this list in terms of history and design. Now moving on to number 15, we've got Bulgarian aluminum 1-liter canteen. This canteen is lightweight and simple. It's made from aluminum, usually with a cloth cover, and has a threaded cap with a keeper chain. Bulgaria used these throughout the Cold War. While it's a solid piece of kit for casual outdoor use of reenactment, it lacks any standout features. It wasn't issued for combat-heavy operations, and as a result, it doesn't have a deep historical connection like some of the others on this list. So why does it rank number 15? It's clean, functional, and lightweight, but doesn't carry the same legacy or uniqueness as some of the other canteens here. Now at number 14, we have the Hungarian M70 canteen. This Cold War era aluminum canteen features a contoured shape that sits nicely against the hip. It's often found with canvas or vinyl cover and sometimes includes a metal bell hook. It was standard issue for Hungarian forces during the Warsaw Pact era, and while it's more comfortable to wear than many of its peers and still popular among hikers and reenactors, it lacks the combat pedigree or broader historical appeal. Why it ranks at number 14? It's lightweight and user-friendly, but relatively common and not tied to any major military conflict. Coming in at number 13 is the Iraqi Canteen with a cup. This plastic canteen was used during the Iraqi war era and features a large capacity bottle and a nesting cup. It's practical, durable, and built for desert operations. However, it lacks the historical prestige of earlier models and was mass-produced in large numbers, often showing up in US surplus due to captured or abandoned stock. It ranks near the bottom, not because it's bad, but because it's simply too recent and too common to really carry any much collector weight. So why this ranks at number 13? It's solid field gear, but it doesn't have the historical depth or distinctive design elements to really stand out. Now at number 12, we have the Romanian Canteen with a cup. This Cold War era canteen features an aluminum bottle, felt cover, and press-in metal cup with fold-out handles. The design is simple but functional, with the felt cover offering decent insulation. It's a good example of utilitarian Eastern Bloc gear. Its balance of form and function puts it comfortably in the mid-tier. So why does this rank at number 12? It's a well-balanced canteen for both practical use and collection, but it's not as iconic as the ones we got coming up next. Next up, at number 11, is the German World War I M1915 canteen bottle. This one's a piece of military history. Issued during World War I when aluminum was in short supply, the Germans switched to enameled or tin-plated steel for their canteens. These bottles often came with leather straps, wool covers, and a cork stopper. They're heavier than aluminum models and less suited for modern use, but for collectors, this is definitely a standout piece. It ranks lower for field use, but very high in historical value. But why it ranks at number 11? It's a fantastic historical piece, but again, not ideal for field use today. Now getting into the top 10. At number 10, we've got the French M51 canteen. Used during the Indochina and Algerian wars, this steel canteen comes with a folding metal cup and wool-lined cover. It's durable, though prone to denting, and offers a classic mid-century French military look. The overall design is very similar to US canteens of the same era, fits well into belt systems, and is still popular among collectors of French gear. It earns its spot for historical context and reliable design. Why it ranks at number 10? It's a good design, solid utility with some historical value. Coming in at number 9 is the US World War II Canteen. This is the canteen used throughout World War II and into Korea. Most were made from steel, sometimes enamel coated and issued with a felt-lined pouch, an aluminum M1910 or M1942 nesting cup. It's a straightforward, battle-tested piece of gear and extremely popular with reenactors and collectors. It scores well across all categories and holds serious appeal for World War II collectors. So why it's at number 9? It's a reliable and historically significant piece, just slightly overshadowed by more modern variants. Now moving on to number 8, we have the East German insulated canteen with a cup. Designed for the East German NVA, it features double wall insulation and comes with an aluminum cup and padded cover. While it doesn't match the US version in overall quality, it's still a functional and well-built canteen designed for cold weather operations. At the time, it was probably a fairly well-built design piece compared to other nations or European models. Its Cold War roots and good insulation make it a solid mid-tier performer. So why is it ranking at number 8? It offers functional insulation and it's got that Cold War charm. Coming in at number 7, we've got the East German Stricktarn Canteen with a cup. This canteen was issued throughout the Cold War and features the distinctive Stricktarn raindrop camouflage cover. It includes a plastic bottle and an aluminum cup, making it lightweight and field practical. The design draws heavily from earlier World War II German canteens, but adapted to East German standards. Its combination of Cold War aesthetic and practical field use earns its respectable ranking. So why is it at number 7? It's an iconic design with a strong visual and historical appeal. Coming in at number 6 is the Czech M60 Canteen. This is a straightforward steel bottle introduced in 1960 by the Czechoslovakian military. Its design is basic, but it's tough and field-tested. Its minimalistic approach makes it a dependable, if not flashy, piece of surplus. This historical military piece still holds a purpose in a lot of people's day-to-day lives. A lot of people are using these just as cool, flashy pieces, like putting them on the side of their motorcycle or just using them for really cool camping gear. Its practicality and no-nonsense construction give it a solid middle-of-the-pack rank. So why is it at number 6? It's simple, durable, and reliable, not just flashy. Now we're coming down to the top 5. And at number 5, we have the East German Blumentarn Canteen. Nearly identical to the Stricktarn version, this model comes with the earlier Blumentarn camo pattern used briefly in the late 1950s to earlier 1960s. It's a bit rare, which adds to its collector value, but otherwise functions the same as the Stricktarn Canteen. It edges slightly ahead in collectability due to its limited production run, and it basically shits on the Stricktarn. So why does it rank at number 5? It earns its spot with its rarity and its Cold War style. Now coming in at number 4, we've got the British Woodland DPM Canteen. This British canteen features a rugged construction, typically steel or durable polymer, housed in a pouch made from classic disruptive pattern material, or DPM. It's easy to carry, easy to clean, and designed to integrate easily into British load-bearing systems. While not as historically iconic as some of the older pieces, it offers great modern usability. Its practicality and widespread use in recent decades earn it a solid place in the top 5. So why are we ranking it at number 4? It's modern utility with surplus availability, and it's got a solid construction. Moving into the top 3. At number 3, we have the US Arctic Canteen. This is a double-walled stainless steel or aluminum canteen originally developed in the 1960s for use in extremely cold climates. It was issued for Arctic operations and later saw use in Vietnam, especially in central highlands where nighttime temperatures drop significantly. The vacuum-sealed interior prevents freezing, and it nests neatly inside a heavy-duty steel cup. It usually comes with a nylon cover that features brass snaps and MOLLE capability. This canteen is highly specialized, but it performs exceptionally well in the environment it was designed for. Because of its specialized engineering, excellent insulation, and field-tested reliability, the US Arctic Canteen ranks at one of the best canteens among all of these. So why is it at number 3? It's got a specialist design that does its job better than anything else can. Now for our runner-up at number 2 is the US Military One-Quart Canteen. This one needs no introduction. Used in nearly every major conflict for over a century, it's lightweight, extremely durable, and easy to clean or replace in the field. From World War I to the global war on terror, this canteen has done it all. This is the standard issue canteen that most US service members have carried at some point. First introduced as the M1910 during World War I, it has evolved over the decades into a familiar plastic or aluminum bottle with a nesting cup and either a felt or nylon cover. It also fits securely in most standard pouches and is compatible with canteen cups and stoves. Its balance of reliability, historical relevance, and modular design make it one of the most versatile canteens ever issued. So why does it rank number 2? This is the classic design by which all other canteens are measured by. Taking the number 1 spot, the best canteen on this list is the US 2-Quart Canteen. The 2-quart model is a larger capacity version designed for extended patrols or long periods between resupply. It features a flexible body that conforms better to packs and is often paired with a sling or Alice-compatible cover. It may not be the most glamorous, but it's one of the most functional. If you're going to be going into the field for a long time and don't want to carry a hydration bladder, this is your go-to. It's tough, high capacity, and proven in every terrain. This canteen came up big, with soldiers using it in Vietnam to reduce the noise their canteens were making during their deployment. Another funnier side note is that soldiers used to actually pee in these canteens and store them in their sleeping bags between their thighs or their feet to use as warmth during the night. It ranks high for utility and practicality, making it our #1 go-to canteen. So why does this rank #1? Practicality wins here. This is the most useful canteen on the list when it comes to real-world performance. So that's the full list. 16 military surplus canteens ranked from worst to best. Let me know in the comments which ones you think should be higher, lower, or if you missed your favorite. Everything in this video and more is available now at gearrack.com. So if you see something you like, make sure to go check it out. Hit that like button, subscribe, and tap that bell so you don't miss our next surplus gear deep dive. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.
Oh, yo. Maybe this goes in.
The
Maybe this doesn't go in.
ACU vibration